different type of quarterbacks, or are they just equal level so they don't have?
It might be a little bit different.
I don't know. I think the only thing that I would say would be a challenge, right, is getting reps. Because you don't know what you're getting every time you send them on the field. But if they have limited packages, I know Bill really well. Bill does a great job, so I'm sure he probably has a package for each one of those guys and kind of has a feeling for what they're going to do against each quarterback and just practice that. I don't have much experience doing two quarterbacks.
Hey, Jed, I know Coach Goldman had said that you guys wanted to do more with Dallas. I guess how many reps optimally would you like to get him in a game?
Oh, I don't know. How many did he have?
2, I think.
Oh yeah. I don't think we really have a number for it. I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7. I don't know, something like that. And then I guess depending on how he plays. But no, we had a chance to throw a touchdown pass there, and could have hit Duke, I would guess, and to go up 24-9. But I'm sure he'll have some more opportunities this week.
And with Duke, he looked healthier. I mean, were you surprised almost how good he looked?
No, because we had a bye week, and we had an 8 weeks of going straight and traveling, right, and. 4 of our first 6 games were on the road, I think, or something like that. So I think the guys were able to recover in the bye week and came back fresh. And he's a freshman, so it's a long season, and for kind of like a rookie in the NFL, they kind of have a little lull, and then they come back at the end and they get stronger. And I hope that we see that with Duke the next 3 weeks.
Third down obviously has been kind of an issue, and it was last week.
Yeah.
How do you practice that? How do you improve that? How do you get better?
Well, I guess it was, I guess we're 40% for the year. So, we had a chance. Last week was kind of an anomaly of a game. We wound up having, we weren't very efficient at times on first and second down, and so therefore your third downs are 3rd and 10. If your third downs are on 3rd and 10, it's not much of an issue. I think we're like 58% on 3rd and 6 or less, and 90% on 3rd and 1. But when you wind up having a lot of 3rd and 8, 9, 10s, we struggled there, but most teams do, and you really got to execute. If you execute, it wouldn't have been a problem. It would have been 8 out of 10, but we wound up at not executing. We go 1 for 12. And, the last 2 don't matter. You're just trying to run the clock out.
As far as Steven goes, obviously, he's making some great plays, but he's still missing on some throws as well. Just how do you continue to keep his confidence up and keep working at it?
I guess, but I told him, I said, I don't know how many times Miami scored 65 points against Virginia Tech in 2 years. I don't know if that's, I think the fact of the matter is that we scored 30, and that's pretty cool, and had an opportunity to probably score some more if we executed a few more times. And we just got to keep getting better. The best part about Steven is he's still got a lot of games left with us. It's not like this is the final countdown or anything. He had no spring, now he's got a spring. He only started 1 game last year. Now he's going to have 12, 13, 14, I don't know, games to start, depending on how things go. And then you got a chance to have a whole spring as a starter, and then a whole another year as a starter. So I think that his confidence is fine, and we got to make some plays. We got to hit it. We got a couple deep balls. Alan Hearns ran some really good routes. Rayshawn was wide open down the sideline. You had a couple of those, and now next thing you know, you have a ton of confidence back.
Is there any technically footwork or throwing motion or anything like that you can kind of tweak to?
Well, we work on everything.
Yeah.
We work on everything. We look at him under a microscope, and he knows that. And every step gets examined, every decision gets examined. Whether he brings his hip through, whether he is staying if he's too parallel to the line of scrimmage, whether or not, if he's getting in position, if he's getting a good throwing motion. We look at it all, and we keep trying to evaluate and keep trying to get him better. And, it's one of those deals that, it's a challenging position, and you got we've played some good pass rushers. And that defense that we played the other night now, they're a hard defense to dissect. They do a lot of different things coverage-wise, and, it becomes a real challenge. So I thought he did a nice job all in all.
With Preston and Gray, what have they made the biggest strides in?
I think knowledge. They should have a pretty good feel by now. Gray's made a really big stride in the way he's throwing the football. Looking at some of the scout team throws he's making, and he's really throwing with a lot of conviction. He does a really nice job coming out before the game and throwing to some of the other guys, the redshirt kids, and John Tavius Carter and guys like that. And you could see him really working hard at it. Preston's got, has really, because, he's been traveling with us to all the games, his knowledge base has really gone up.